Next, the claim for damages by survivors of the contaminated blood scandal and families of those who died. Around 700 people have joined together to take legal action against the government. They want compensation after patients, many at Oxford Haemophilia Centre, were infected with hepatitis C and HIV in the 1970s and 80s. Nationally, 7,500 patients were infected. The government's described it as an appalling tragedy and has launched an inquiry. It says it hopes to announce the judge who will be chairing it very soon, but campaigners say it's taking too long. Angela Walker sent this report from the High Court.
So how are you feeling today?
Yes, ready to get things underway.
Around 40 campaigners came to the Royal Courts of Justice today for the first step in their legal action against the Department of Health. They were led by Jason Evans, whose dad died when he was a child. He developed AIDS after receiving factor VIII from the Oxford Haemophilia Centre.
At first it began with just me and my personal story, but as I began to meet everyone else that was affected, I wouldn't say it's an obligation, but I feel so connected to everyone now and everyone's story that it's become so much bigger than just me and my father, and I feel like we got the wind in our sails and we're going somewhere at last.
It's not the first time the government's been taken to court in connection with contaminated blood products. There was litigation at the end of the 1980s. The claimant's legal team say there could be valuable information in the documents from those proceedings, but the defence haven't provided them yet. Today, the judge gave them 6 weeks to find the papers.
We need to see the papers which came into existence back in 1988, 89 and 1990. We've been trying to get that paperwork through Freedom of Information and the National Archives. We said to the judge today we weren't able to fully identify it or locate it, so he made a direction.
More than 700 people are involved in this group action, including Neil Weller. He's got hepatitis C as a result of the infected factor VIII he was given in Oxford. Today, the judge granted anonymity to the claimants. Neil is happy to talk to us, but says many affected don't want people to know about their conditions.
Back in the 70s and 80s, well, more or less the 80s, having HIV was really taboo. People had bricks thrown through the window just for being a haemophiliac. We couldn't put our names on application forms, we couldn't declare it.
This group action will be running at the same time as the public inquiry that was ordered last year by Prime Minister Theresa May. Yet a chair has still not been appointed to lead that inquiry. Today, High Court Judge Martin Spencer said he does not want to tread on the toes of the inquiry, but he does want to move the litigation forward for the benefit of all those involved. Angela Walker, BBC South Today.